Welcome to Patty's Aquatics. My name is Adam and welcome to my fish room. Before we start anything, I just want to show you these gorgeous rainbow shiners all fired up. I just turned the lights on and they are just beautiful. Anyway, the concept of this video really is I got some new plants for two of my other tanks probably over like a month ago. I really haven't had the time to show you guys, and that's what I want to do today. But I also want to show you a few other things update wise after that. But to start off with, really, do you remember these 10-gallon tanks that I showed you guys a while back? If you're following my channel, I rescaped these and I said I wanted to get a few more plants. Well, that's what I did. I made an order through one of my favorite places in the aquatic world, and that is Aquarium Co-op, and I got a few plants. I already had a sword in here in this one, and I think it was this one, the Wendenti Red, I believe. But then I picked up a few other ones. Same thing with this tank here. I had split up. I have a little sword, some Anibius, and the Wadenti Red. But like I said, I got some more plants. So what did I get? Now I will put the link above and in the description for the plants that I did get. But first off, I got it was the Cryptocorn Wadenti Green, which I believe is that one there in this tank. This is with my CPD fry, by the way. If you haven't seen my last video, I'll put the link above. I put those 20 or so fry in here that I had. I know I'm getting sidetracked here, but they're in the back here somewhere. All these little small ones swimming around. They're in here with their little brothers and sisters. So they're doing pretty good. Like I said, I have a wide variety of different size CPDs in here that I've been pulling out of the tanks, and it's just easier to have them all in one tank to feed than multiple tanks. So anyway, back to the plant. So that's what I got. And then in this tank, I have it over here. I got one plant each, but I split them in half. This is also the Wendenti Green. But then I also got another cryptocorn. It is, I'm going to kill the name, so I will show it above. Lutea, I believe it's called. I split this one in half as well. It's the one in back there. And I got one in back there. Now, I've had cryptocorns before in the past. I've had all different types. These are all new ones again. I never had the green. I've always had like the red and different ones, but so I wanted to try something different. But I got something even more different, a new type of plant I've never kept before. And again, I'm going to murder this name, but I will try. Bus Flandra. I got the needle leaf. Again, I'll put the link above if you're interested in this, but I put it on this piece of wood here. I split it up into multiple pieces. I also have a little Anubias on the back end, but it's doing really great. Like I said, I super glued them on here. I did not know that, honestly, I've heard people talk about these types of plants before. I always assumed it was something you put into your substrate. When I got it, I realized, oh, this is something I got to put on wood, just like Anubias, like it has the rhizome almost. And so I split it up. I put a little bit of super glue on this piece of wood in multiple places, and I stuck pieces on there. And it's already growing really well. I'll try to zoom in a little better. You can see it's growing up back there as well. It's starting to almost vine up that piece of wood there, if you see a little bit. I think that's really cool. And I put it in a little notch up there. So this is doing really great. Really excited for it. I want to see how this grows out. That's like one of the things too why I wanted to get away from dirty tanks some too. And not that you couldn't grow this in dirty tanks, but I want to try different things. And that's what's fun about it too. I also took a little piece of this, and here, let me show you quick. I put it in my White Cloud tank as well, just to kind of spread it out a little bit in case I had maybe some issues with something, so I had a little piece somewhere else. So anyway, back to these guys. So that's the plants. They're doing really good, and I absolutely love getting plants from Aquarium Co-op. It's like a kid from a candy store when you get that box and then you open it up and you find your sticker that you get in there. Which, by the way, I'm starting to do a little sticker wall here on my my rack here. So I've got obviously the one that came with it. I got this from Scotty. I forgot a fish room pumpkin here. This is the one that Kyle had said that he did with inspiration of me in mind. And then, of course, some of the other stickers I got from Co-op over the years that I've had, so I might as well put them in there. But anyway, the fish themselves, let's talk about the fish. Like I just said, the CPD in here, the fry that I got that I grew out, and all the ones I've been pulling out of the main tank that I've been putting in here, and they're doing great. And then in this tank, those are those gold white clouds that I bred in that one setup. I can link the video above. They're doing great too. Honestly, they're getting bigger. Obviously, like most fry, if you breed fish, you know that sometimes some get bigger than others. But you get some that are already getting bigger and turning that gold color, and some that are not. Now, there was one interesting thing that I did see in here that I want to share. I'm looking at the fish the other day, and I'm like, wait a minute, something don't look the same as the others. That's one of my rice fish. Months ago, and I mean months ago, I put a few little tiny fry I hatched in here. Since then, I redid this tank. I emptied pretty much almost all the water out and rescaped it. It must have survived in here. That's the only way I can think it's in here. But yeah, I got a white cloud in here too, or rice fish in here with white clouds. But yeah, like I said, these guys are doing great. This tank too, like I said, the difference between these two tanks, by the way, this is just gravel. This is a gravel sand mix. What I'm finding, honestly, is I prefer the gravel better than that mix. That mix, it just sits there. I get more algae growth on the substrate, where at least here with just the gravel, when I do some gravel vacuuming, it sucks that stuff up and cleans it, where here it's really hard to do. So I think I'm going to add more gravel to this eventually and kind of let it work out so it's more gravel than it is sand. But anyway, yeah, these guys are doing great, like I said. I'm really loving these tanks and not having these bare bottom tanks with nothing in it anymore. I like all my tanks for the most part to kind of have life in them. It's something more enjoyable to watch, maintain, and just enjoy overall, to be honest with you. Now, what am I feeding these guys? All the videos you see, I use the Aquarium Co-op Magic Nano Feed or the small fish feed. Absolutely love this stuff. What I'll do is I'll crush a little bit up in this tank so the smaller fry could get more of it, and then mix it up between the two, and they absolutely love that. Some other things I wanted to talk about too is, one, I just want to say thank you very much to all of you that have subscribed and continue to watch my channel and support me. I just reached that 7,000 subscriber plateau, and I very much appreciate it. Each and every one of you. I just appreciate everything you guys do for me by supporting me and watching my videos and commenting. I also want to give a special thank to Randy Reed from the Aquarium Co-op and the Aquarius podcast. They have a Deep in the Mulm podcast on the Aquarium Co-op channel. I believe it's once a week. He gave me a shout out on there to get me over that 7,000 mark. So thank you, Randy. I appreciate it. And I just, like I said, I love making videos. I love documenting and showing you guys what's going on in my fish room. There's Sparkles back there, my Oscar. I just turned the lights on, so he's being a little bratty. But I love doing that stuff. And I love showing you everything that's going on and what I'm doing, what I'm up to, and things I'm experiencing. Now, I'll give you guys a little sneak peek a little bit into some future videos I have planned that I'm currently working on. One involves this tank. Now, if you have followed my channel at all the last 2 years or so, I have had issues with this tank nonstop with algae, cyanobacteria. This hair algae, as you can see, that is on my plants again. Well, I have created a 4-week plan to hopefully rid this tank completely of cyanobacteria and algae. I'm currently in week 2. I'm hoping this works, and I am documenting everything along the way. And I hope within a couple months that I can show you guys a lush green tank with lots of plants and no algae. That is the goal anyway. We shall see. Summer tubs, that's one other thing I can talk about. I never showed you guys a video, nor did I shoot anything about me tearing down my tubs. My tubs are still outside, but I took all my fish in because it started to get cold here in Wisconsin. Currently, I quarantined them all for like a week or so, 2 weeks, and I medicated them. And then I put all the adult rice fish in this tank now. For the time being, they don't breed in my tank, so I don't have to worry about crossing species or fish together from the different lines. But the tank here that I keep the normal orange ones in, the red orange king yamas, I have fry in here, some of different sizes. some that are smaller. So I'm waiting for these guys to grow out a little bit more, and then I'm going to put the adults back into here, and then we'll keep them separate for now, even though it really is no issue, in my opinion, keeping them together, because like I said, they do not breed in my house, in my tanks. Down here is that little breeding tank where I bred the CPDs, where I bred the gold white clouds. I had normal white clouds in here this week. I just took them out 3 days ago. So I'm hoping to anticipate seeing fry in here any day now. I did find a snail work its way in there somehow. I'm assuming it crawled up from this tank up into that one. So I'm hoping it didn't devour too many eggs on me. That would be great. But the white clouds from that summer tub, I guess I can talk about that. They did not do good outside at all, surprisingly. I had them in that big tub with the race fish, and I had probably close to 20 white clouds out there when I started. I've got maybe 10 left. So half of them died outside for some reason. I'm not really sure. It's kind of a mystery to me. So I don't think I would put them out there again. If I did, I think I would have to do just a species only tub with them. I don't really think those two species really affected each other really that much. I don't know. It's very strange. The rice fish thrived out there, but these guys didn't for me. So I will just keep them in the tanks and breed them with my setup. So yeah, these guys, like I showed you in the opening, I absolutely love these things. These things are just phenomenal. They just like, they almost feel like they could glow in the dark. That's how bright and colorful they are. It's just amazing. So anyway, this was just a short little video. I really wanted to show you guys these plants that I got from Aquarium Co-op, and some of the projects I'm working on. And most importantly, I just want to thank again each and every one of you that click on my videos and watch and interact with me. That means very much. It means a lot to me. I love the community. I love to be able to just talk and interact and just talk shop pretty much about this great hobby that we're in. And that's just one of the greatest things that I enjoy outside my normal life. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider hitting that subscribe button. And also, I guess, hit that hype button. That hype button is a new thing, I guess, for these smaller channels like myself, to help things get a foothold, and I'd appreciate it. And I hope to see you next time here at Patty's Aquatics.